Hello traders, welcome to the Forexboard Trading Academy. Today we will be analyzing the euro versus the Great British Pound and the potential downtrend that is expected, the downtrend continuation. Before we get started, reminding you that information in this video is purely for educational purpose and should not be considered as a financial advice. First thing what we can see is that price has formed a support there, which you can see, and it clearly became the resistance with the rejection of this resistance area. We had the rejection of the resistance as well as 50 Fibonacci retracement level at 0.9000. Extremely strong psychological resistance has been rejected, and then price started to move down. Now it seems like there is a double bottom, which is not confirmed, because in order to confirm that, we need to start producing higher highs, at least break above this high. But what happened here is the rejection of the 50 simple moving average, and prior to that we had the rejection of the downtrend trend line. So this is a long-term downtrend trend line, as you can see, has been rejected. There are multiple rejections, and it still remains a very bearish trend unless this high is broken. So this will invalidate this bearish outlook, but up until then, we should expect the continuation of this move, and perhaps it will be very strong. There are two scenarios that I do see. The first one is that price will move slowly towards this support, which is 188. Again, a psychological level confirmed by two fibs. First is 161.8 applied to this correction where the trend line has been rejected, and the second one is 327.2 fibs applied to the corrective move up after the breakout of the moving average, the initial breakout. So we have this very strong support area. Maybe price will not touch it, but this is the area of support. So I would expect either price will move extremely fast towards this level, so it could be something like that, or it could be something like that. So there are kind of three scenarios that you can see: fast drop, medium, and slow. Then if this will get broken, this support will get broken, especially 4-hour and daily close below, should confirm further downtrend. In this case, price is likely to test 0.86 psychological level, which corresponds to 327.2 fibs. So I chosen this Fibonacci because it is the nearest support corresponding to the next key psychological support. Well, it could be going towards 0.87 as well, but based on fibs, this is the most likely scenario. All in all, this is the key support, which is 188. So we need to watch what will be happening there. From what I see, this could be a fast drop because the pound strength is seen across the board. I do see this very strong pound in the short, medium, as well as the long term. So this is a pretty interesting setup. And we also here go in with the trend, which makes it higher probability forecast. Now let's move to previously made analysis for the pound dollar and the pound Australian dollar. On this chart, which is pound dollar, the analysis of yesterday, there is the support, key support, which is 133.11. We are rejecting it today, so perhaps we see this uptrend as well. And you can see also two targets. It will either move towards the first or the second. So these are two targets for the pound versus dollar, and we will see how far it might get. Now, on the pound Australian dollar, there is only one target, although it's extremely far away. We can see that the support is being rejected, the moving average. There multiple bounces of the 50 simple moving average. The new cycle has started, and it should result in an uptrend. It will not be fast, and it could take a month. So yeah, also a bullish outlook for the pound. My main point in this analysis, and throughout this week, we will see a very strong pound. Back to the other forecasts that we had, Australian versus dollar. Well, this daily time frame broke above, so this should be the continuation of the uptrend. Although maybe we will not see the corrective move to the downside. So initial forecast is valid, but just considering that the pound Australian dollar to the upside quite a bit, it still could take place. So overall trend is up, but we will see how far it will get, how fast it will get. In regards to the correction now, if we look at the daily time frame, guys, we broke above this resistance, which does suggest the further uptrend continuation. So I have to invalidate the corrective scenario that I did expect previously, and we only keep the daily time frame where we expect the strong uptrend. Australian and Japanese yen also, I will have to invalidate it. We did break previously made high. This should result now in consolidation. I don't think there will be massive trend. Perhaps price will correct down once again. We did test the first support, but we didn't test the key support that I did expect price will get to. So also closing the chart. Now Australian Swiss franc, same thing. We did break to the upside, suggesting long-term uptrend. But don't get me wrong, there could be this correction still taking place. This just confirms that the price will continue rising, but probably it will still test one of the moving averages throughout this and next week. So this is a long-term forecast which is bullish now, but the correction should take place. So I'm closing this chart because of this daily close above the resistance. Canadian Japanese yen. Well, here we also broke about the previously made high. This makes the potential for further growth because this high has been broken, and we almost tested the support that I did expect. We didn't reach it by a little bit. So yeah, the initial forecast was made once the price was at this high. So closing this one as well because of this breakout. So this in fact could have been a bullish cycle. Dollar Canadian, it broke below the support, which invalidates the bullish outlook. What I think now will happen is something like that and the continuation of the downtrend. So all in all, the corrective move towards this resistance, which was previously formed, and then it should be going down. So that's the scenario I do expect, because you can see this was a very strong cluster of support, so it got broken, and even on the daily time frame the price closed below. So this is now a bearish scenario for the dollar Canadian that I do expect. So corrective move up and then down. This will also suggest that the pound dollar will be on the same spot for the time being, and only when dollar Canadian will start moving down, the pound dollar will start moving up. So for the time being, pound is strong, dollar will be also strong, and this will result in this consolidation where price could be testing one of this support. Guys, in the long run, only this break and close below this support key area will invalidate the bullish forecast. So far, very bullish, but expect the correction or consolidation. So I am invalidating as well dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Canadian Swiss franc, same, we broke to the upside. Now price is likely to retest this resistance, which is now should be acting as the support, and then we might see something like that where trend will become bullish. So this invalidates the bearish potential, and most likely we test one of the support. Maybe it will be this support area where the trend line has been rejected. So this is our support area. Maybe we will see the corrective move like that, maybe even towards this, maybe towards the first support that we expected, and then moving up. So this is what I do expect now for the Canadian Swiss franc, because it did invalidate the bearish scenario. So now it should continue moving up. Also closing the chart, what we're left with is a free pound analysis, the euro versus pound downtrend, pound dollar uptrend, and pound Australian also uptrend. Very strong pound, and also we might see very weak dollar because the dollar Canadian broke to the downside. Maybe the correction moved to the upside now, but then all in all the dollar, it seems to be getting weak, and in this scenario we should see the continuation of the uptrend for the Australian dollar. Nonetheless, guys, there could be this corrective move. So all in all, it's an uptrend as initially was suggested, which was around this price at this low. You can see where I placed the arrow. This was the time. And yeah, we will continue most likely the uptrend along with the pound versus Australian dollar. So this is what I see from the market currently. The pound is strong and all the emphasis on that. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Click the like, subscribe to our channel to support us, and watch the videos that we're posting daily, which are market analysis, educational videos, and live trade examples. Till next time, I wish you profits.